Since we received such an overwhelming amount of mail following our recent test on the Saturn Sports Coupe, we decided to test the Sports Coupe's sister model, the SL2 Touring Sedan. Reporter Chris Bundgaard gives us a look at what is America's most newsworthy car.
There's no question about it. Everyone wants to see the Saturns. In this age of renewed American pride, few U.S. cars have received as much attention as this brand new entry. You're looking at Saturn's SL2 Touring Sedan. Its introduction could not have come at a better time. With fuel prices recently increasing, this car often gets a second look from some people who might ordinarily pass it by. That's because the Saturn SL2 treats gasoline like a precious commodity. Estimated EPA gas mileage in the city is 23 miles per gallon and 32 on the highway. The SL2's look will also attract a lot of people. Its sleek, curved exterior draws comparisons to the popular Japanese models, the very cars that are Saturn's main competition. The look is enhanced by a special paint process. Saturn says it resists chipping, scratching, and even fading from chemical pollution. Then there's some other innovations that really make this Saturn distinctive.
Let me now show you something that you can't do with most cars. Now, we don't recommend this as a daily way to take out your aggressions, but I think the point is clear. You aren't going to get many nicks and dents from everyday use.
That's because polymer body panels and the flexible paint finish help protect the car from those parking lot impacts. The rust-proof panels also cut down on corrosion. You'll find them on the areas most prone to body damage. And something else you'll appreciate for everyday use is easy access. The doors open wider than most cars in the Saturn's class. Under the hood, you'll find a 1.9-liter double overhead cam engine with multi-port fuel injection and 4 valves per cylinder. There's some nice touches when it comes to everyday maintenance. The brake fluid, power steering fluid, coolant, and spark plugs are clearly labeled and easily serviced. Back on the road, you can see what this engine can do. The front-wheel drive SL2 runs 0 to 60 in 9.1 seconds and the quarter mile in 17.3 seconds at nearly 82 miles an hour. Right in there with the competition. One thing some people may not like is the noticeable noise levels from the engine and transmission. Saturn is aware of the problem and working on it. The powertrain warranty for the Saturn SL2 is 3 years or 36,000 miles. Going up a hill, the SL2 seems to labor a bit, and some people may want a little bit more torque at a lower RPM. The SL2 gets 123 horsepower at 6,000 RPM and 121 foot-pounds of torque at 4,800 RPM. The Touring Sedan does handle well. Its four-wheel independent suspension puts you in control of most road conditions. With front disc and rear drum brakes, the SL2 stops from 60 to 0 in 148 feet. This is without the optional anti-lock braking system. On the inside, there's no problem with space, even for larger drivers. The bucket seats adjust for plenty of headroom, and there really is a back seat that makes the SL2 just about as close to a 5-seater as any car this size. Some of the seat adjustments have caused problems, resulting in a recent recall, but the seats in our test model performed flawlessly. A child security lock cuts down worries about kids in the back seat, but we wish the SL2 had a driver's side airbag. The interior is not luxurious, but it's functional and practical. The SL2 we tested comes with power locks and windows, cruise control, and an AM/FM stereo with cassette and equalizer. In the back, there's nearly 11 cubic feet of trunk space. The back seats provide more room and access to the trunk. We give the Saturn SL2 a thumbs up for excellent fit and finish, superb gas mileage, and overall innovative body construction. We give it a thumbs down for a bothersome engine transmission noise, mediocre mid-range power, and lack of an airbag. Despite those drawbacks, the Saturn SL2 is ready to make an impact in the marketplace. There's a lot of thought put into this car, and it shows. Chris Bundgaard for Road Test Magazine.
The base price on the SL2 is $10,990. Our model had $1,830 in options that resulted in a total price, as tested, of $12,820.
Larry, when we look at the Saturn, the vehicle, and the Saturn concept, what we're really seeing is a blueprint of how cars will be made in this country in the future. Now, we're not endorsing Saturns, but these cars do represent a turning point for the U.S. auto industry.
I hope you're right, Don.